My nail broke. Hi! Ow. Hi! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am Xenia Lydia, but you can call me Zen. If you're old, what's good? Today I'm doing a mukbang, or like a fake one. If you don't know what a mukbang is, it's basically you're supposed to like, you watch a person eat and talk, and like it's better if you eat too. So it's like you're eating together, having a conversation. It's weird. I love it. Live for it. But the thing is, you're supposed to have like a lot of food, like a huge amount of food. I have a plate because we're not here to waste, and also my mom bought me this because she's cooking dinner. This is what I got. I got rib tips and pork fried rice, no vegetable please, from the Chinese food. What is this? I also have Pepsi and soy sauce for the rice. I can't see. Where is it? I didn't even check if my hair looked nice. I literally just woke up from a nap. What is happening? Before I start talking, I have to put the soy sauce on the rice. What is soy sauce? So in today's mukbang, I thought it would be easier if like I just picked the topics to talk about. So I picked high school. You guys are seeing this in August, which means it's back to school season. Can you believe it went by that fast? Oh my goodness. I'm filming this in July. I'm pre-filming because I have a lot of things I'm doing in August. Back to school related, not back to school related, and it's just I can't film at the same time I'm doing all that stuff. So I'm pre-filming. It's July when I'm filming this, but you're seeing this in August. And we're going to talk about high school, okay? If you guys don't know, I'm a junior in college this year. Holy crap. So I graduated high school, class of 2016. So in 2016. And I'm going to give my overall high school experience a C. C+. C for effort. I'm going to try and talk about the positive things about high school for me, like my positive side, my positive experience about high school first before I talk about the negative stuff, because I feel like I talk about the negative stuff about high school so much. I love the stinging of the soda. I want to be more positive. So, some of the positives that I noticed about high school. Okay, so I learned that I loved writing in high school. I was co-editor of the newspaper, co-editor of the literary magazine, and I made like an independent study class that I didn't like any of the other classes. So like it was like advanced photocopy journalism. It was a long name. I didn't make it up. I personally feel like my high school didn't really like, I don't think people really didn't read the newspaper, or didn't know that we had a literary magazine, or didn't even know that we had a newspaper. In my high school, I feel like what got most attention was the theater department and the athletics department, and then everything else was like extras. That's my opinion. I just thought I wasn't going to be negative. What is life? But I do think there's like a lot of opportunities in my high school to like create. You just need to know how to do it. Because I feel like I was seen as a good student just because I didn't really act. Like I didn't act out, talk back. I wore my uniform every day. And I know that could be seen like what is that word? Submissive? But really, I think that's so smart, in my opinion. Because like you do that and you get away with hella shit. And when I mean would get away, they don't like do stuff illegally. Like I mean like I would like leave school early, like my mom would pick me up, or like one time my friend and I ordered breakfast to the school. We weren't supposed to order food to the school, and the principal called us in the hallway, the vice principal, and she was like, "Where are you guys going?" We were like, "Oh, to class." She's like, "Oh, okay, have fun." You have to work high school to your favor. I actually loved most of my teachers in high school. Like, my favorite teacher was Miss Melinda. She was my creative writing teacher, and she's awesome. And she introduced me to Photoshop and Illustrator, and it was the best ever. And I didn't want to leave, and some of the time I didn't leave. I ate lunch with her. Me and my friends ate lunch with the teachers. My guidance counselor, Miss Hernon, my favorite, was in his office all the time. I hang out with teachers a lot. And I feel like teachers get so much crap. They deserve to get paid so much more. And core curriculum absolutely sucks. Core curriculum not only sucks for the students, but for the teachers as well, because it strips away their creativity, like the way to teach. Because I feel like core makes teachers teach for a test and not just teach. And then they teach for the test, and like, you know all the stuff from the test, but like, what about everything else? I'm gonna forget it as soon as I take that test. I feel like for me, I didn't really click with a lot of people there. I sort of stood with what was familiar, and that had nothing to do with other people. Because I'm sure there was great people in my high school. I personally, it's so crazy how life could make something so simple seem so ugly. Like, if you look at something in a different lens, like, everything changes. Like, my mental state in high school was so ugly and so bad. I viewed myself poorly. I viewed others poorly. And I think that just because a lot of, like, personal stuff was happening to me throughout those 4 years. Like, me and my mom went homeless. And then I stood at my friend's house, but then I felt like I wasn't wanted. But now looking back, maybe because I was so depressed then, like, I didn't eat, I didn't really talk much, just because, like, I missed being with my mom. Not even the homeless thing. We were separated for a little bit because my mom wanted to live under a roof. And whenever I tell someone that, they're like, "Oh my god, I would have never guessed." I'm like, how am I supposed to act? Like, I'm not gonna be, like, holding a grudge or something, like, upset about it. There's no one to blame for that situation. It's just life. And I think things like that, like, that experience taught me, like, so much about myself. Like I realized, like, I'm so family oriented. I remember when I was in high school, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to get out of there, blah blah, I hate this place, blah blah. But when I was separated from what I was comfortable and familiar with, I was like, oh my god, anxiety, disgusting. It was horrible. So I realized I was family oriented. I realized that I enjoyed the little things. It sounds so stupid, like taking a walk or just, like, eating dinner with your family and stuff. But it's like, during that time, I didn't really have that. So I think now, I just appreciate, like, I get to, like, walk down the hallway and see my mom, or, like, I get to hug my cat. You know, like small things. And yet, sometimes I don't even call people. I don't know why. I just hate talking on the phone. That's like I just hate talking on the phone. There's no excuse for that one. I remember we got this place when I was a junior in high school, I believe. And I remember my mom called me, and I was in the auditorium with my friends, and she called me, and she was like, I'm standing in the apartment. We got it. And like, I literally started crying. Only my friend who I was staying with at the time knew about my situation. Everyone else didn't know, because here's another thing I learned about myself. I like to keep a lot of personal stuff to myself. Like, for those of you watching, this probably came to a shock, because I don't know. I don't need people in my business all the time. Like, I'm an open book. Like, if you ask me, I will tell you. But, like, I'm not gonna just tell you randomly. So I definitely think all of that changed my perspective of high school. Like, that's why high school sucked for me, because a lot of stuff was happening to me, and I just didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be in my friend's house. I just wanted to be with my mom. With that being said, like, I did discover what I liked in high school. I discovered new things about myself. Like, I used to keep things bottled up. I don't do that anymore, because that is not healthy. You need to let it out. Let it out. And, like, high school, like, compared to other high schools, like, my high school is pretty progressive in the sense that, like, we have a whole department for people, like, if you need to talk, you could talk to them. It's not the guidance counselors either. It's a whole other department, and I love them. And, like Miss Blue, we had, like, Gay Straight Alliance Club. Like, we had all these clubs. Like, my school is very progressive, and sometimes when I talk to people who live in other states, and they talk about their high school, I'm always like, wow. It makes me very grateful that I went to the school that I went to. With that being said, if you ask me, do you wish you were back in high school, I would still say no. I think Xenia now is so much better than Xenia then. I view myself in such a better light. I view myself in a light. I sort of know what I want. I'm doing stuff to get there. I know myself better now. I'm just in a better state. I think I'm more aware than I was then. Like, now I could pick up, like, oh, this is a flaw of yours. Like, why do you think this way? What makes you think this way? What happened to you that made you think this way? I think, I just don't like the structure of high school. Like I said, the core. It's very limiting for teachers, and it also assumes that everyone learns the same way. I know they have, like, honors classes and then regular classes. Like, no, that's not. Still, people learn differently. Some people learn physically, some people learn visually. It's very restricting on everyone. It's so test heavy. Some people just don't do good with tests. Like me. Like, I'm sorry, I study my ass off. Ass off. Do average. And I have a friend who doesn't study and gets a high grade. Like, you just can't assume people learn the same. That was, like, the way we're taught, that was made, like, a long time ago, and we're still doing the same thing. That's ridiculous. I also believe that high school is a social experiment. Because we're getting taught all the same, and it's not fair for a lot of students and teachers, like I said. Like, I feel like your social skills, you learn social skills more than anything. And let me tell you, I don't think I'm good at with social skills. I'm working on it. I really didn't talk much in high school. Just because I don't, not because I was shy, I was reserved. Like, and I still am. I'm still reserved. My closest friends know that I'm loud. Y'all know I'm loud. And I think maybe that's why people assume that I'm innocent. Which I honestly, I don't know why people think I'm innocent. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm not denying it or accepting it. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what makes you think I'm innocent. Oh, I could tell you the moment I fell in love with writing. But it wasn't even my creative writing class. It was in my history class. I forgot that teacher's name. Wow. That's crazy. I always told him he should be a motivational speaker. because I just thought he was better at that. Sorry, I'm sorry. He made us all write speeches. We had to give them to the class, make eye contact, memorize the speech, and it has to be 4 minutes long. And there's a timer in the back, so the class will see the timer, and you can't. And if you go below 4 minutes, you get a lower grade. So you know me, right? I was like, why would you do that to me? He was like, you need to step out of your box. I was like, this is why I hate your class. So everyone was doing valedictorian speeches, and I was just like, no. I tried it, and it just didn't work. Like, I kept getting writer's block. I didn't know what to say, because I'm not passionate about that subject. So I was like, if I'm going to write something, I'm going to write something that I actually like. So I wrote my own eulogy. If you don't know what a eulogy is, it's like when you die, someone reads a speech for you. It sounds depressing, but it was actually very uplifting. I basically talked about, like, how when I die, I'm going to become a star. Because that's what I thought. When you die, you become stars. Stars are souls because they are light. And sometimes I still like to think about that because I think that's nice. And I remember in the middle of the speech, I said, okay, now all close your eyes. And I literally waited for them to close their eyes. That was my loophole. Because that's why I felt scared. They were all staring at me. My teacher kept one eye open to make sure I was keeping eye contact and not reading. Which I was. And I remember when I finished, this kid, he was like, oh my god, that's amazing, give her an A already, wow, and the whole class clapped, and oh my god, I wanted to cry. It just felt so good, like, it felt so good. So, like, I can't say high school was all trash. It wasn't my best years, but I did have some good moments, you know, friends-wise. I sort of have a feeling, like, that we weren't gonna last outside of high school. I just had that feeling. Not because there was anything wrong with them. Not because there was anything wrong with me. I don't know. I mean, I was right, sort of. I'm hanging out with a high school friend, actually, tomorrow. For the first time in forever, so. That's cool. I'm low-key nervous. I don't know why. But yeah, so she was my first friend in high school that I made, and then I became friends with the friends she made, I think. I don't actually remember, but I felt like the other girls, we were all just friends because we went to the same school, and I don't know, I just got that impression, and I wasn't mad at them. Pour more soda. I'm sorry, body. Should've just drank it from the bottle. I love doing that. Again, there's nothing wrong with any of us. That's how I felt, and you can't tell me my feelings wrong because they're my feelings. Oh god. It's because I felt like, I don't know, I just feel like I acted different than them. Maybe, I don't know. Or just like, we didn't have much in common other than school. Or like people at school. Or like, what's the tea? I literally know so much about random people and I don't know them. I was just told stuff and they don't even know me. I know a lot of people in school don't know me. They only know me based off my afro because I believe I was the first girl in my school to cut her hair into an afro other than the teacher, Miss Blue. Yeah, I cut all my hair off in school. I remember this kid, I heard him say, he was like, oh, she looked like she's from Soul Train. He started laughing. Was that supposed to hurt my feelings? I mean, fuck, Soul Train was like a really popular show. Guys! My camera just shut off in the middle of me talking. Basically, I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was a compliment. I was like, is that supposed to be an insult? Like, you know your ancestors look like me, right? Right. Colorism. That's a whole, My colorism video with my mom should be up before this video, so I'll put the eye in the corner. I don't know which side. I'm not even gonna try to point. I'm gonna try to summarize what I already said, but the camera wasn't recorded, so I was talking to myself. Basically, I was saying, high school goes by so fast. Like, one day I was 14, I closed my eyes, opened it, and I was 18, sitting graduation. Like, how the fuck did I get here? I'm confused. Time moves so fast when you're not focused on it. It's so crazy. And my number one tip personally for me, like, focus on the smaller moments. Honestly, don't And I know this is easier said than done, but don't care about what other people think of you, because in a couple years from then, they're probably not even going to be in your life, depending on who they are. And just be smart. And when I say be smart, you know, I don't mean like study every day, because let's be realistic. Just like be kind to others, respect your teachers. Oh my god, I cannot stress that enough. I 100% believe that schools should pay their teachers more. Teachers should be paid more. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have such a warm, my heart is so big for teachers. I really am. Like, you study, you know, basically your whole life. We study for the majority of our life. If we go to like a university or something, to come back to school, like, what? That's crazy. Y'all should be paid like a lot. You don't have to like high school. You don't have to love it. You just have to get through it. And I know that's like such a bad thing to say, but I think high school is useful in a sense that like when like you leave high school and you go to college, or you go to trade school, community college, or you get a job, whatever you do, take like high school in consideration. Like, oh, I don't like this type of environment because of this reason. Oh, I'm really good at this. Oh, I'm really not good at this. Oh, I need to work on this. Oh, the way I behaved in high school wasn't it, and I need to know why I behaved that way, and I need to know how I changed it, you know. If high school sucks for you, think why it sucks, and what can you do to like make that experience work for you, you know. I know everyone's different, and I'm fortunate enough to go to a more progressive high school compared to others, even though we have our moments. I think it's all about, that's my concept, blooming. That's why I say stay blooming now, because I think for me blooming is growing, and high school is growth. You're not who you are freshman year, at least you shouldn't be. There should be some evolution, not a grand one, maybe a little one, maybe baby steps. Evolution looks different for everyone. It may not be in plain sight as it might be for most people, and I think that's okay. Like, what I learned from my high school experience is that I have potential. I know what environments I feel comfortable in. I know the things I want are possible and they're attainable, and I know that maybe, like, I even did in this video, like, people say you're smart, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Well, maybe I am smart. I should start saying that. Yeah, you're right, I'm smart. Analyzing myself. High school made me realize that I should be aware of how I treat myself as much as how I treat other people. So that was my high school experience. I'm gonna end it off there because this is probably long and I'm gonna hate editing this. Sorry, future Xenia, which is 5 minutes from now. So like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see my face again. Comment down below if you're in high school and any tips for high schoolers. If they're going newly into high school, congratulations for graduating middle school. It's lit. I'm gonna end it off with this. You know that saying, high school is the best 4 years of their life? It can be true, but I think that term is very specific because it may not be like that for everyone. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say high school is what you make of it. It can be the best 4 years of life. It can be the worst 4 years of life. It can be 4 years that change you forever. But that's up to you. I'm gonna go edit this, and I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm gonna be doing college mukbang in the future, so keep your eyes out on that. Click the bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until next time, stay blooming. Gotta get far away. Hold up. Oh my god. Wow.